Hey everyone, welcome back. Our next guest is a multi-talented performer from Bronx, a comedian, actor, writer who is also no stranger to the show. He's been carving his way for over a decade now, appearing on shows such as What Would You Do? I know we all know that one, right? One Life to Live and The Blacklist. And those are serious shows, but he's a comedian. He also writes, performs, and produces his original work, Theo, a Latino comedy series, one of which has been selected to several film festivals. And well, today he's here to talk about his upcoming birthday comedy show, Aries Comedy Explosion, which is sure to be a fiery riot. Everyone, welcome comedian, actor, and writer Rob Torres. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, Rhina. Hello, Open. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. That was a great intro. That is like a lot. That is better than a lot of hosts in New York City.
What are you talking about? I'm a host in New York City. What are you
No,
talking
no, I wasn't like expecting that. I feel like I just got invited to the Oscars or something. I was like, yo, that was a great intro.
Oh, I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
That's amazing. Sound like
That
a star.
excites me. Well, you deserve
Star.
that. Huh?
I sound like a star. Thank you.
No. No, let's not talk about stardom or anything like that, right? Because here's the thing. And we were having this discussion prior to getting on air. It takes something to sustain yourself in the biz, right? And so even though most people are paying attention to the national recognition, such as the Oscars, the Emmys, and the artists who are operating on a commercial level, when you're an artist, and the objective truly is to live and feed off of what you do, or what you're, the bug that bit you, right? Because that's kind of like how I feel about it. It's like a bug that bit, and it's just part of who I am, and it's part of who you are, and you've been able to do this and continue to do it. So congratulations, you deserve that introduction, Ron.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I agree with you. I do got the bug, and I love this game, and I love performing, acting, and comedy. And thank you very much. I have put in a lot of work. I've been
Rob, what was the first year we had you on?
like 2013 or so. So we go way back, but I appreciate it. And you are right. And I do agree with what you're saying. Uh, uh, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes talent, but also takes perseverance.
Yes.
You have to put in the work, and you also have to survive.
Exactly. And also find your purpose in the matter, right? Because we need our voices. We need our urban voice. We need our Latino voices. We need our stories out there on record, right? And so I asked you, when was the first time we brought you on? Because I believe you've appeared on Open 3 times, and it's been for different reasons. It's been for film. It's been you actually performing stand-up in studio, and then you had a series, Theo. And why shouldn't you be celebrated for the work that you're putting in and you continue to do?
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm a veteran on Open.
Well, I don't use language like that because I'm in denial. I'm like veteran. I'm like, I mean, I guess it means season, but.
But I mean, ideally, but that's what it takes to actually survive in the game. Finding your niche, and your passion, and figuring out how to survive in the game, and knowing the business of the business is like one of the most important things. And that's something that I've been learning. And so the pandemic was a chance to regroup and reassess, and a chance to figure this thing out. And I've been figuring out, that I love comedy. And I love stand-up, and I need to do this full time. And a lot of people in the world need comedy, but also so do I. I do this for myself.
Right. No, and I gotta imagine it was hard for you guys, right? Because stand-up comedy requires an audience. Like, I mean, I'm sure you improvised and whatever you could to provide this form of exchange inside a box. I mean, of course, I'm speaking metaphorically because everything was conducted virtually, but you guys need an audience.
You need an audience. You know, you can't do this in practicing in the mirror. Believe me, because I've tried. I would
Right.
have been famous already.
Did you
But
laugh at yourself? Did you laugh at yourself?
all the time, I think I'm hilarious. You know, it's just, but it takes the interaction, and people have to hear those jokes, and you also have to keep spinning those jokes, and then you get better. Your writing will get better, your creativity will get better, and then you start to take it to another level. And I'm actually starting to feel like I'm starting to figure it out, you know, and
In the circuit, are you performing in various clubs?
I'm actually, tell you the truth, I started again like last year, and I just been going to mics and actually been working on developing my jokes. And that's something that I never really did. I just been going to auditions, doing acting stuff, and I didn't understand how much work stand-up is, you know, developing your voice and your material. So I just got these jokes that I just been sitting on. So I decided I'm gonna go to these mics, work on these jokes, and you know, and I feel like I'm starting to figure it out. And
But how does someone go about doing that? Like, do you find open mics? Like, what does that look like? You keep track of like where the comedy or open, like
uh,
I guess comedy clubs open up slots for people to test out their material. How does that work?
there's like listings of like places to go, you know, for beginners and even for amateurs. And then, you know, you know, and then those auditions, and there's various places, you know, to go find it, including backstage and even like social media. So, I mean, it's out there, and then you just go sign up, you wait your turn, and boom, 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 you do your thing, you know, and then if you find that you like it, then you keep doing it, and then from there you gain momentum, and then you start to go down the rabbit hole, and then then you start to make it a career, you know. You know, there's no overnight success. A lot of amateurs feel like, oh, he's a big star. He just came out of nowhere. No, no, no. That dude worked 10, 20 years waiting tables and doing acting and doing stand-up or whatever. So nobody just came out of nowhere. Liam Neeson drove trucks, you know. So you know, it takes a while, and it takes perseverance. So basically, so I've been going to mics, developing on my jokes, and people been asking me, where you at, where you performing at? So I decided, you know, my show is for them. I'm doing my show for them, and this is like a comeback to the, you know, to the limelight, to the show. And so I'm doing a big show at the end of the month. It's called the Aries Comedy Explosion. It's going to be on Wednesday, March 29th at Shrine, um, at Shrine Bar in Harlem. It's on Adam Clayton Powell. It's going to be at 8 p.m. And I decided it's going to be a birthday comedy show. And it's a show for me, and it's also a show for you guys.
Oh, nice. That's how you're gifting yourself. That's a pretty big venue, Rob.
It is. It's a nice venue. It has a
It
great
is a venue.
Spacey is nice. It's a great state.
Nice. So you're in action. You're in action. And you know what? I want to say a thank you for sharing with our viewers, some the steps and the need to actually remain consistent, right? It's like it's like when you go to exercise, right? Like you're not going to build the muscle unless you're exercising it. And thank you for like breaking it down on where people can find places to test out the waters and or continue developing, which it looks like that's what you did. And now you're coming out with a big bang on May 29th for your comedy explosion, right? The Aries Comedy Explosion for your birthday.
It's gonna be it's big. It's gonna be big. So like my friends is gonna come on and like come on one by one and do a little comedy, introduce themselves, and then I'm gonna close the show and do like a feature and do like a feature spot and show that I'm a featured act. I'm a headliner. So
That's what's up. And you created it all for yourself and for your
yeah.
birthday. But so with that, I'm gonna wish you a happy birthday, Rob. Good luck. It sounds like it's gonna be a blast. It's so lovely to have you on again, everyone. Once again, that's Rob Torres, comedian, actor, and writer. And don't be fooled, he's funny. We've had him on the show. Once again, Rob's birthday comedy show, Aries Comedy Explosion, is set to take place Wednesday, March 29th, 8 p.m. To 10
Yeah.
p.m. happening at the Shrine, located at 2271 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. That's in New York. If you're interested in tickets, you can visit eventbrite.com. And for more information on Rob, you can check him out on Instagram at Rob Torres Comedy.